The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10.
42's the mic. I got wide. Mike's 42.
Get it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got him.
Back at the 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alert 3. Shit.
Hey, Echo.
Shit.
Deep dribble.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 42's the mic.
Shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
Nice 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 42.
On 1st down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Mike, hey, Zoom.
59. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, rock it. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
Here we go. 49.
OP.
93.
93.
Switch.
Carr now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yes.
Watch the ship.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10? Looks like he's trying to get into the top 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, let's get there. 56 to Mike.
Throwing now is Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Delta. Brixton, Travis. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
White.
To throw again. Carr taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Look at me. Go.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's caught. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Spike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Don't go very well.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
6-6. Pull it high.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 36, 36.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on first down. Herbert complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
We got this.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Carr completes it, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Take 3. 218, chop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing his car on third down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go, go.
56. Mike's 56.
Carr now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, McAllister. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 25, check 25, check 25.
Leo.
Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Down. 18 Gator.
Coming for you, son.
Hard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,